Well, my name's Randy Woodley, and I hear somebody actually made some sense in the Senate last night. Susan Collins, I understand, pulled together a bunch of folks and began to talk, and everyone tried to talk over each other, which might be typical these days. And I understand she pulled out a Native American talking stick and began to ask for that kind of protocol. Brian Williams reported on this and gave credit to Native Americans for this. And so I wanted to talk to you just a little bit about the talking circle, is what we've called it. And usually a stick, something like the one that we've used for many years, is used to pass around. Talking circles are an effective way of hearing people's hearts. And we first got the idea when we were attending a White Bison meeting, which is a native red road sobriety type deal in Anadarko, Oklahoma back in the 80s. We asked for permission to be able to use this unique tool, and since that time we've used it very effectively. It's a wonderful way to be able to not talk over one another and to hear one another's hearts and give people the common dignity of listening to them. And I believe that gives some dignity to everyone, because what's better than listening to someone's heart? And as we were taught and we were given permission to use this tool, we were told three things. Basically, we were told that it should be a respected, honored person who runs the meeting, who is sort of facilitating that talking circle, and only they would have a right to interrupt someone. The other thing would be people should be honest and always share from their hearts. And then finally, that whatever symbol is used as it's passed to each person, that space to speak belongs to only them, that sacred space, and so no one can interrupt during that time. And so sometimes we go around a second time as people begin to think more about what's been said and they want to share more. And we've had these go on in communities for hours and hours, and seen a lot of healing and people's needs being met through a simple tool such as this stick that we use in a talking circle. These have been very effective ways in our own lives and our own families sometimes to deal with issues. And our Native American people had wisdom. And obviously someone passed that wisdom to Representative Susan Collins. These originated, I believe, with our Iroquois and Algonquin peoples, and as our different groups spoke in their senates. The only person who was holding the staff, that representative, was allowed to speak, and the others needed to listen. And it sounds like that perhaps through Senator Collins' initiative, and there might be some use for these such things today. And obviously it made a difference in coming together and ending the government shutdown. I believe it was one of those streams that influenced what happened last night as calmer voices prevailed. So I would say that everyone would be able to use these if they're used in a good way. And I would say to Senator Collins, that's the way to use a talking circle.